chosen to lead. So we thank you for that. And
Yeah, my name is Kurt Danielson, and we've been involved in the senior center for probably a year and a half, 2 years. My wife is very involved. And I'm going to say that I got involved in the senior center via a honey-do list. Kathryn has got a way of getting people to do things, she's unbelievable. And she is one of the nicest ladies, you just can't say no to her. And I retired in '97 and got involved in construction. She found this out, and guess what? I'm fixing things at the senior center. But you know what? I appreciate every bit of it, and I love doing it, and I will continue to do it. And congratulations, Kathryn. You're a great lady.
I'm Marcia Gay Schmidt, a dear friend of Kathryn's. And back when she took over the board, or as president of the board and all the new board members, they needed somebody to run the place. So I had been a senior companion, which you get a stipend for, and you put in about 15 hours a week. So I gave that up and was the acting director of the senior center for 40 to 60 hours a week for free. A friend at church said, let's see, you gave up $265 an hour for 15 hours to do 40 to 60 hours for free. How did you do it math in high school? But then they also said, why ever would you volunteer to do that? And I gave them a straight answer right away. When have you ever said no to Kathryn? I don't have her energy, but maybe by the time I'm her age, I will. Thank you, Kathryn, for everything.
I think on behalf of the city, I need to say just a few words about how much the city appreciates Kathryn LeBrasseur. The ARP Award, of course, meant a lot to the city to be recognized as age-friendly. That was quite the doing. And as everybody knows, when Kathryn calls, everybody listens, not just the city, but the county. The partnership with Kathryn and the Senior Center means everything. And it occurs to me that I bet most people in this room remember Cap Pisciotti. Raise your hands if you know Cap Pisciotti, of course. Cap Pisciotti, everybody called Mr. Alexandria, right? You still know, we need to know that Kathryn should always be known as Mrs. Alexandria. There is nobody who exemplifies that. I think we should always know that nobody exemplifies Alexandria more than Kathryn LeBrasseur. So I would like to proclaim, I think I can do that. Dan, can I do that as mayor? Yep, Dan says I can. So from mayor to mayor, we can proclaim that Kathryn LeBrasseur can now be known as Mrs. Alexandria. Nobody exemplifies Alexandria's spirit and wanting to just promote Alexandria and the well-being of the area more than Kathryn. So therefore, let it be known, Kathryn LeBrasseur is now Mrs. Alexandria.
I have known Kathryn since I think the day I walked over from Little Falls to become county attorney there in 1984. She took me under her wing, which of course meant that I had to behave and do what she wanted me to do. She also told me and informed me of the history of this community and the involvement everyone has in this community, and led me down the path of my own involvement in this community, and then lived nearby, so I couldn't say no either. And did the same with my parents when they moved here in 1991. So I've known Kathryn a long time. She's told me some things that I won't repeat, and she's told me some things that have been very helpful. She still lives nearby, and I appreciate all she has done for me personally, but the community involvement that she's exemplified is absolutely phenomenal, and I honestly don't know anybody who's been quite as involved as she has, and I really appreciate it, as do the members of this community.
Honored to be Kathryn's pastor. Truth be known, most of the time the pastoring comes from her to me in terms of support and encouragement. Several of you commented that she is the one who gets people to do things they didn't think they could do. And I know that power she has. When she was our moderator at the church, she had a way of making every person feel honored and special and respected in whatever role they played. When she ran the ship, I'll tell you, the meeting started on time and we got out on time. And she would do this in a variety of ways. She is one of the coolest gals I know in her generation to use emails. And she did that profusely. She used modern technology to keep us running on schedule and connected. But deep down, I think the greatest truth is her love of people. She loves us, and we know that about her. And while there are days when, yeah, we feel a little bit under the gun, you know, to get things done as she would like them done, we know that her heart is big as the world, and we do what she asks us to do for that reason. So thank you for your When Pigs Fly awards, which everybody gets at our church because of you. Thank you for your passion and for your commitments and your dedication and the legacy of love and service you have left us. Thank you.
I'm Bev Bales, and I have worked with Kathryn since the early 90s. When I first, before becoming a commissioner, in fact, I heard what she was doing in helping all of these centers throughout our county establish senior citizen groups. And there was problems with buildings, there was many places there was not a building, and so she went to work and helping with getting grant money so we could improve facilities, so we could open them, and so that was my first experience with her. And then of course she worked for me. She always likes to say that. I was her boss as a commissioner, and she, as a written, did an exemplary job. Now, of course, Laurel is handling personnel, as she did work with Kathryn when Kathryn was there. And anytime anyone had a question, Kathryn had the answer. And we certainly appreciated it. And when I realized she had not received this award, I thought, get with it, Beverly. And because I do like to recognize people with awards or just a little trophy for certain things that they do. And so I thought, we've got to nominate Kathryn for Sertoma. So I hope we surprised her. She is a fantastic person and a great role model. So, and thanks for her family all coming. All the best, Kathryn. Many more years.
This is, by the way, the first time we've ever had a mayoral edict at one of these. So I think Cap Pashadi was one of my mentors and a great friend, and I think that that title that you've just been given fits pretty daggone good. Congratulations. Chad Meyer is the president of Sertoma, and he is here to award the 2016 Service to Mankind Award to Kathryn. So Kathryn, we're going to have you come up and receive the award. All right, here we go. Let's hear it.
I've got an opinion on almost everything. But I do have to say, if I'm going to be in this Alexandria, we've got to stick another name in there. That's Leroy. Leroy is an Alexandria name, and my mother brought me up saying, God didn't put you here to do nothing. And she was a community lady. I came here to talk about somebody else today. I can't tell you and express the thrill of looking around this room and seeing my friends from the county, my board, family, all the past dignitaries over there at that table. What a thrill to be among you. It is. I mean that sincerely and honestly. And I thank you guys for the award. So so greatly. It's, and I have to, you know, I recently was in checking out the hospital. See how we should, well, there's a vote coming up, and I got to create an opinion here. And anyway, I get well cards, and the one that really hit me was, hit somebody up, you've got to let others help you. You know, I never did a doggone thing alone. I got a board that does all the work. They do it when they're told. And they do it the way they're told. And some of you county employees had to go, we didn't always have the nice days. You know, some of my era was bad. It was comparable worth. Is it more points to drive a snowplow in a snowstorm or a high-speed chase? And the sheriff's lost. We spent all our time, because you can stop your car, and that snowplow's just got to keep going. And the women and their rights, we didn't perfect everything, but got a lot of things done. And my seniors, oh my gosh, what those 12 clubs couldn't do. We wiped out the national debt. We had a $3 trillion national debt. And the challenge came from Washington. If every nonprofit in the country would have a fundraiser, we'd wipe that out. We had an auction out at the Runestone Center. I can't remember, Laurel always had to do everything, but I don't know if she still does, but whether we raised 7 or 17,000. But whatever it was, we knew we'd done our share and the national debt would disappear. So, I mean, you know, life is filled with real accomplishments. I really, as I look around this room, I can't believe all the wonderful memories I have with most every one of you here. They're wonderful memories, they're good memories, whether they're the county fair there at Doherty or what they are. They're just wonderful, and it's a thrill to be with you. And I will admit, I am surprised, but what a great surprise. Thank you, Kevin. And I'm going to keep